Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're installing seat covers. These seat covers are by RuffTuff. Check these out. Holy cow, we already got started on the driver's seat. Check it out. These are so sweet. These are custom fit seat covers. I'm going to show you how to get them installed today. A couple of tricks, couple of tips. We're going to be following the instructions step by step. It's going to be super simple. Setting the expectation right now. It does take a little bit of time and a little finagling. You got to be comfortable with crawling in your truck. So I'm going to show you how to get it done on the passenger seat here. You can see I have it already laid out, ready to go. And then we'll also hop in the back here and show you how to get it done back here. Check that out, RuffTuff. Very sweet seat covers, probably the best seat covers I've ever had to mess around with. And I've had a lot of seat covers in my time of vehicles. So let's go ahead, let's jump over to the passenger side and get to installing these seat covers. All right, so RuffTuff, they utilize a strap system. Let's go ahead, let's start on the bottom here. This is your bottom, you've got 3 straps. So 1, 2, 3, get it all kind of sorted. These 3 straps are gonna go tucked under the seat right down here. Once we get the straps finagled down there, they root back onto these buckles. So underneath your seat, you're gonna have the straps holding it tight to the seat using these buckles and these straps. This 3rd strap in the middle is our anchor strap. This is gonna keep the seat cover from sliding forward down the road. So let's go ahead, let's tuck these down. So let's flip this over and tuck these straps down under here. What's gonna help you in the back though, getting that back flap out of the way. So let's go ahead, walk back here. And this is what I mean by being comfortable with crawling around. So underneath here, you will find your elastic strap. Find that elastic strap and you found the piece that holds this together. And keep in mind, not all cars have this, but that's what that looks like. You have this elastic strap and these clips hold this piece of fabric to your seat. So we do need to get this taken out so that we can fit our straps underneath here and get a hold of them. And I just like to clip mine, well, kind of falls off. Clip mine on there, keeps it out of the way. Now we've got access. Look at those VLEDs coming in clutch. Here was what I was talking about when you take the straps and we're gonna start tucking them under here. Just use some force, push your hand through and pass these straps through the back of your seat. Get a hold of them and bring this whole thing back here. Even the Velcro is gonna go back quite a ways. We want basically this part of the seat cover to line up with the edge of our seat. And I'll show you guys an example. Let's go ahead and push this down. So check this out, we pushed it. There's the edge of the seat cover. It's lined up nice and tight. That looks awesome. And now we've got access to the straps back here. So here's 1 and 2 outer straps with our middle anchor strap. To secure the seat cover to the seat now, we're going to pass these outer straps underneath to the buckles on the front of the seat cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All you have to really be careful of are wires, kind of like this guy. Just be careful not to go underneath them, and then when you pull the strap tight, it bunches the wires or anything like that. That's really the only thing you have to be careful of. Take your time, be patient with it. And let's go ahead, let's get this secure. I'll show you the buckles here on the front. There is number 1 and number 2 over there. So we're really gonna make sure to keep the strap on top of this bar as well, the bar that helps you position your seat. So now that we've got those buckled in down there, we're gonna go ahead, come back to the back of the seat. Remember that anchor strap that I talked about? We're gonna use it to anchor on this bar that's underneath the passenger side seat. But when you take a look on your back seat, you'll see a bar, some sort of support spring out of the way of wires that you can anchor this seat cover to so that as you're using it, it doesn't slide forward in the future. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Just take this bad boy, anchor it down. And just like that, it's secured. And we're moving on to the next step, which is the drawstring on the sides here, just to add that extra layer of security. You got 1 on this side as well as 1 down here. We're gonna keep this one on the driver's side with the loop. This side, we're gonna go ahead and untie this loop here. There we go. So with these drawstrings, We're gonna pass them through the corner of the back seat here, just like we did our seat cover. So we've got our drawstring here. We're gonna pass it through the loop and really kind of finagle it around, cinch it down to where it's nice and tight, just like that. That's nice and tight. We'll pinch it off, tie it together so it stays. That bottom seat cover is on. That is so awesome. We're gonna keep this undone because when we put our back seat cover right here onto the back of the seat, we're gonna need that to be undone to pass through the other seat cover through the bottom. I'll show you guys that. So really the bottom part is the most difficult because you're crawling around, you're reaching under wires and whatnot. That's why I wanted to show you that first. It's so worth it though, because I mean, look at that fit on the seat. This is so nice. Sure, we can tuck it around a little bit more. And that's probably the best fitting seat cover I've ever had. I mean, come on, it looks good too. I got the Duraliner because I have a dog, have my kid, and those two things really just make messes. So we got the Duraliner as well as the Kryptek camo. I like to rock Kryptek when I'm out hunting anyway, so I really like this pattern. Let's go ahead, let's throw on the back seat cover. So easy. We're really just using force to push it down. And I'll show you a couple of things that I learned during on the driver's side as well. So we've got our seat cover here. First things first, we're gonna take off the headrest, push your button on the side and just pull up. That will allow you to get this guy off. I'm just gonna throw it back there for now. This is the back, this is the front. It kind of just lines up with your bottom seat cover. We're going to open her up and just start sliding it on. There is some Velcro on the door side that will help you get it on so you don't rip any seams or anything. We're going to take this felt part on the bottom and bring it underneath the seat just like we tucked our bottom seat cover as well. Just use force, and with enough trial and error and patience, you'll have it. So we're mostly there. I've gotten to the point where these holes at the top of the seat cover can be pushed around that plastic cover for the headrest. And that's where this tool comes in handy. We'll just poke it in and work the material around the plastic headrest. Being careful not to rip any material, but these are pretty tough. I'm not too worried when it comes to using a little force to get it on there. So pretty self-explanatory putting this on using force. Let me go ahead and show you what this looks like with the hole now around that plastic covering. Check that out. So we'll kind of finagle this. This isn't all the way pushed down yet, so we still got to finagle a little bit. This guy, this kind of shows you how that looks when you're pushing it around that plastic. You definitely need the tool to kind of push it around. So far so good. Let's keep pushing, let's keep finagling, get it straightened out, and then I'll show you what's important about securing it with the back of your seat. So the back of the seat here, once you've got it to this part where the holes are through, you've pulled it down, it looks good, fits good so far. You're gonna come back down here where you've passed the felt through. You can kind of see it's bunched up right here. This is so hard to show you guys with this thing, but you can see it's bunched up right here. We're gonna come back here to the back and start tugging on it, pulling it through. And this felt is going to be secured with the Velcro that's back here. So once you get your drawstring out of the way, you pull this through and get it attached to your Velcro back here. And that's good to go. Once that's finished, you can work on getting the elastic clips right here that you unclipped for the fabric back on and zipping things back together nice and perfect. You have your seat cover on, you have the bottom, you have the back, and you're ready to rock and roll. These things are so sweet. I'm probably gonna say that so many times in this video. Stick around for the end of the video. I'm gonna kind of just give some highlights on these seat covers, but there's gonna be a full review video going over the features of the seat covers, what I like about them, and all that fun stuff. You guys know, old-fashioned outdoor taco style when we used to do a bunch of installs and fun gear videos. So let's go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll finish up with the headrest for this seat. The back seats are pretty easy, I think. They're pretty self-explanatory, a lot less climbing around and finagling in the truck. So over to the headrests. Before starting on the headrest, here's kind of a final look at the back. Nice and fit. Everything's hidden away. So I got the fabric pushed back to where it's supposed to be as I fix it right here. With it being attached with its own clips and elastics, you can see that attaches with Velcro as well to the fabric right there. So everything's nice and pulled. And now we're gonna go ahead and start on the headrest, which is a little hard, and you just kind of have to finagle and have patience like this whole process has been anyway. So here's our headrest. Here is our cover for the headrest. Here is the soft Velcro. Here is the hard Velcro. The hard Velcro goes to the back. So this is the front, right? Your head goes right here, where the soft Velcro goes, just like that. Boom. Let's go ahead and fit this on here. This is definitely where you want to be careful, just because there's seams that could rip. Awesome. And now your headrests match. This is my first time applying seat covers at this high quality and fitment. Usually you get those universal kits, you throw them on here and they kind of wiggle around, or their elastics break and snap, and they just don't work so well like these ones do. So far so good. Let's hop in the back. I think we'll do the back driver's side just because that one's a little easier. It's just the one seat, right? It's not the double, but that will give us a good example on here for the purpose of this video on how to get the back seats applied as well. So here we go. We got our driver's side rear bottom piece is where we're gonna start, just like we did with the fronts. It's so cool. They got these tags to tell you which ones are which. We're gonna go ahead and, just like we did with our front seats, lay this down. We're gonna pass our straps down through the bottom here. Pretty easy because this lifts up just like this. So it'll probably be a little bit easier working on it with it lifted up like this. Just use some muscle and really fit the seat cover around the seat. We're gonna take our straps, lace them along the bottom of the seat here to our buckles in the front, and tighten it down just like we did on the front. If you've done the front seats, pretty easy doing the back. You really don't have to go cranking on these things either too. Once it's tight, it's tight. I mean, that's not going anywhere. Same thing with our drawstring. You can see, pull it tight, it's tight, and it's the way that I like it. And then we're just gonna take our excess stuff and make sure it doesn't get in the way of the bar that clips into the truck. So when you tighten this down like this, it sits well and nothing's in the way. Just find a spot that works best for you, that works best with the way things are going right now. Boom. So we got the bottom one done. Let's go ahead, let's throw on the back seat cover. We'll take our tag off of here, rear driver, backrest. We'll find the bottom of the seat cover, just like on our front seat covers. Pull the Velcro apart. But first, don't forget to take the headrest off. Pull this forward. And this is the front, so we're gonna take it, stretch it over, and start pulling down. Be sure to pass along the felt flap, just like we did on the front seat covers, through the back here. It'll probably be easier with this out of the way. Once that felt flap is pulled through, attach the Velcro from the back of your seat cover, and boom. Again, making sure that the hole back here lines up with the hole on the back of the seat. So when you go to push it back, it secures, latches, and your seat's not flapping all over the place. Pretty cool. Sweet. This is so awesome. I'm geeking, guys. This is so fun. I enjoy these kind of things, you know? Hope you guys do too. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put the seat cover on this. I already showed you, so we're just gonna finish that up. Here we go, guys. Check it out. So cool. Awesome. I love the Duraliner in here. These are gonna be so heavy duty. Exactly what I wanted these for, was to protect the seats, keep them looking nice, keep the truck looking nice, as well as add a little bit of personal touch with the Kryptek camo. Just add a little bit of personalization to the inside, right? That's kind of part of a seat cover, at least it should be anyway. So I love these seat covers. They are so awesome. And let's jump into the back. I'm sure you saw this MOLLE panel system. So I've got the MOLLE, I can hook on things here. You've also got a way to have your rifle back here, or your bow, which you guys know I do some hunting, so that's perfect as well as a bunch of storage pockets down here. So awesome. So many more things I can attach on here and still fit in the back. I'm so excited to figure out how I'm going to configure everything in here with all my gear and whatnot that I took out. So cool, so awesome. They've really figured it out and dialed it in. I mean, they've been doing this a long time. Thank you, RuffTuff, so much for this opportunity. I'm so excited to have these seat covers. If you guys do, check them out down in the description. I'm really excited to test these things out on the trail. So that was how to get these installed. Hope it helped. If it did, leave a comment down below, like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got a new suspension on the way, some more gear, some more things that I know you guys are gonna like. So hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on more videos. We'll see you in the next one.